everyone, welcome to Beyond the Studio Pilates. My name is Hannah and today I'm going to take you through different variations of the plank. So we're going to start with a 3/4 plank. So we're coming onto our front. We're going to bring your elbows so they're underneath your shoulders, fingers are facing forward, knees are hip distance apart, core is engaged, so thinking about sucking your belly button towards your spine, drawing your ribs down towards your hips. Eye line stays down in front of you. From here, you're going to imagine you've got someone holding onto a belt loop on your jeans and they're going to pull you off the floor by your hips. So we're going to hold it here for an inhale. Then exhale. We're going to bring your hips off the floor. Holding it here, we're going to hold it here for 20 seconds. Eye line staying down on the floor in front of you. Keep thinking belly button to spine, putting your core muscles in, drawing your ribs down towards your hips. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keep going, you're doing really well. And final 5 seconds. And then slowly releasing back to the floor. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of those. So core engage. Remember, you're bringing your pelvis off the floor. Belly button to spine, pelvic floor on, and then just lifting that pelvis off the floor so the weight is just above your knees, keeping your shoulder blades sliding down your back. And we've got 15 seconds to go. Keep thinking core on, belly button to spine. And final 5 seconds. And then slowly lowering back down. Okay, we're going to do 1 more like this and then we're going to add on a little tap forward. So holding at the bottom, core engaged, really scooping that belly button towards your spine, drawing your ribs down towards your hips, and then slowly lifting that pelvis up and off the floor. Eye line staying down between your hands, holding it here for 20 seconds. Shoulder blades melting down your back. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keep thinking belly button to spine. And then slowly lowering back down. Okay, from here we're just going to put in a little release stretch. So coming back into your child's pose, just taking a stretch here, bringing those shoulder blades down your back, holding on for an inhale. And then an exhale. 1 more breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to come back into our plank, and this time we're going to add on that little hold I was telling you about. So drawing those core muscles, shoulder blades melting down your back, arms are coming out in front. Now if this isn't quite right for you yet, you can always stick with the level that we've just done. So belly button to spine, you're going to draw your pelvis off the floor, holding it here, core on, and then we're just simply going to tap forward and come back, tap forward and back. Eye line stays down in front of you. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. We're going to do 2 more taps on each hand. Final 1 here on each side. And then slowly lowering yourself back to the floor. We're going to do 2 more like that. So shoulder blades back and down, core engaged. Sliding that pelvis off the floor, holding. Eye line down to the floor and then tap. And tap, and tap, and tap. Final tap on each side. And then slowly lowering yourself back down, holding it here. Final 1. Core engaged, lifting that pelvis off the floor. Hold it here, and then slowly tap forward. Make sure every time you tap that you then put your elbow down underneath your shoulder. Final tap on each side. And then slowly lowering yourself back down. Okay, going to go into our full plank now. I'm going to hold it again for 20 seconds. Keeping your shoulders over your elbows. We're going to stay on our elbows for now. So tucking your toes under, core engaged, eye line stays down in front of you. You're going to just lift your whole body off the mat. Now what I want you to make sure you don't do is that you don't bring your pelvis up too high into the air. You need to make sure you're in a nice line. If you need to, you might just need to reshuffle your elbows and shoulders so you can get yourself into that nice line. And once you're here, we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. So here we go. Nearly halfway there, doing really well. Halfway, keep it up. And then slowly lowering back to the floor. Okay, we're going to do one more like that. So check your positioning, elbows under your shoulders, core engaged, feet are hip distance apart, tuck those toes under, and then in a second or two, we're going to lift back up. So holding from now, 20 seconds. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. Eye line stays down in front of you. Doing really, really well. We're halfway there. Make sure that pelvis isn't lifting towards the sky or you're not sliding yourself back down to the mat. Final 5 seconds. And then slowly lower back down again, pulling yourself back this time into your child's pose, just having a little rest. Think shoulder blades sliding down your back. Take an inhale for me. And exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to come back in. So now we're going to go up onto a high plank. So we're going onto our wrists. Now, if you find it uncomfortable to be on your wrists, you can roll up your mat or bring yourself onto a fist instead. So I'm going to roll up my mat slightly. Just gives those wrists a little bit more cushioning. Then your wrist needs to be under your shoulder. Core engaged, so think about drawing your belly button towards your spine. You're going to take one leg out and two leg out. Holding here. Again, a bit like with our full plank when we're on our elbows, check you haven't brought your pelvis into the air. So you want to be making a slope. Holding this slope. Belly button to spine, take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly bring one knee down and two knees down. Have a little rest. So this time we're going to add in bringing a knee towards your chest. So we're going to take one leg out, core engaged, two legs out, core engaged. Checking your position. Then from here, belly button to spine, slowly sliding one knee into the middle and then slowly sliding it back out. And when you place that foot back down, there shouldn't be a big wobble to the side of that foot that you've just placed down. So you shouldn't kind of be rolling onto it. You're just slowly bringing it in, holding, and then slowly taking it out, placing it back down. Nothing changes. So the weight doesn't move and shift. Think about keeping your weight central. Belly button to spine, core engaged. We're going to do one more on each side like this, drawing your ribs down towards your hips as you go. Final time on each side, doing really well. And then one knee down and two knees down. I'm going to develop that slightly now. So now we're going to put in a bit of a twist as well. So core engaged, belly button to spine, pelvic floor on. Step one leg back, two legs back. Holding it here, you're going to bring one knee into your chest. And then you're going to rotate to the other side. Come back to the middle and out. So you're coming in and rotate. Back to the middle and out. So we're starting to work into those obliques a little bit now as well. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged, pelvic floor on strong. We're going to do one more on each side like this. Okay, then bringing one knee down and two knees down. And again, just having a little break, coming off those wrists, giving them a little wiggle if needed. So we're now going to go into some more advanced plank moves. Now, if these aren't quite right for you today, then just stick with the lower options, so staying on your elbows at your 3/4 plank, and work that up time-wise before you add these additional exercises on. So we're coming back into our plank position on our high plank. So knees both off the floor, core engaged, staying in that high plank position. This time taking your legs a little bit wider, and then you're going to pick up one hand, touch the inside of your elbow, place it back down. Other side, touch the inside of that elbow, place it back down. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core engaged, pelvic floor on. I'm going to do one more tap on each side. Okay, now we're going to bring a knee in. You're going to take that foot out to the opposite side, back and in. So in and tap to the middle and back, in and tap to the middle and back, in, tap to the middle and back, in, tap to the middle and back, in, tap to the middle and back. One more time on each side, doing really well. Thinking belly button to spine, core engaged. And then bring one leg down and two legs down and bring yourself back into that child's pose. Stretch those shoulder blades down your back, taking an inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Super. Well done. I hope you enjoyed my plank variations today, and it gave you some ideas of how you can use the plank to build core strength, also shoulder strength as well in some of those, and just develop different moves to put into your plank so that you can make them a bit more interesting and also work on more strength, so building more stuff into those planks. I hope you found it really beneficial. Check out my playlist for other videos you can do from wherever you are, whenever you like. Bye for now.